The joy of the Lord is my strength. Hello, anybody. Today, I am just so glad. I just love the Lord so much. So, today I am covering commonly asked questions. I'm looking right here because that's where my notes is. I'm gonna chill down. I'm not usually the type. Okay, did I greet you guys already? First of all, I want to say hello. Second of all, I want to say thank you to like all of you, to everybody, to you guys are asking me questions about my like you actually care, like you care, you know, whether it's for your own benefit or whatever, you care, and I appreciate the care. I really do. I really do. And I just want to give back. I already tried to record this video. I got like 90 minutes of footage. Edited the 90 minutes of footage just to say, I don't like this. And I didn't like it. I did not like it. I was tired, but determined. That's why I still was like trying to get it done. Hi, hello, nice to meet you. My name is Key. I posted a video almost 2 years ago now, and I want to circle back to that initial video and answer some of the commonly asked questions that you guys have asked me over the last almost 2 years. I have been answering questions on TikTok and YouTube comments whenever I am on them. I'm not on either one of those very often at all. I delete my social media for weeks, months at a time. I don't even have TikTok downloaded right now, and it hasn't been on my phone in maybe 3 months. If I do get on, it's to post something, I may stay on for a couple days and then I get off. But me and TikTok, it's just it is not working. But I do be on Pinterest. I be on Pinterest though. Look, I've been praying to the Lord for energy. He gave me some momentum, some fuel. So I have it organized a little bit. Last time I did not have it organized at all, and I was very much all over the place. I'm gonna break it up into 5 parts. That's 10, 5 parts. I'm gonna break it up into 5. First part is gonna be the installation process. The second part is gonna be washing. The third part is gonna be slippage. The fourth part is gonna be maintenance. And the fifth part is going to be styling. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you 3 takeaways that I've learned from my experience if you plan to start your micro locks by yourself at home, at the crib, on short hair as well. I have my phone so I can kind of go back through this journey and know what the heck I'm talking about. This is not me where I am right now talking about what I'm going through right now. This is talking about the first 8 months of my journey plus that initial installation process, focusing and geared towards short hair. You guys are asking me if I started with a specific grid. I did not. I know what you're talking about when you say that, and I have seen the wonderful people on the internet create their sizing, custom, all the measurements and such like that. It's a beautiful thing, and it requires a lot of wisdom and patience. And I did not want that. I just wanted to get my basic middle part, ear to ear, side part. I just wanted to get that, and that's what I have. I didn't do any measuring. I didn't do any of that. That's where I'm at, and my grid definitely has changed, and I will show you guys what it's looking like and why it's looking like that. But until then, another question that I got a lot was, how did I start my locks? Because my hair was so short, which is another question. How long was my hair? I'm just gonna knock that out real quick. My hair was 2.5 inches blown out. My only option that I saw that made sense was to braid my hair. So I braided it as far down as I could go, and then I twirled the ends. If any of that is left, it will be my brown tips, because I colored my hair before I installed, which I recommend you doing if you're going to start your locks. Commit to a color beforehand, or even like give it a year, maybe even more, depending on where you are. Seriously. You guys also asked me what color did I use. I used Dark and Lovely 373 Brown Stable. I think it's called Brown Stable. Regardless, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Moving on to section 2. Washing. Washing was so scary. I didn't think I was gonna make it, y'all. I was like, Lord, what did I do? First of all, I was like, Lord, what did I do when I made them as small as I made them? I think I have a thing for like micro braids, micro braiding. I really like braiding really tiny. I'm always excited to install micro locks and do micro braids, or you know, really small anything. I don't know what it is, but I enjoy it. I didn't think that all the way through for myself and the maintenance. So I don't regret it. I like the size. I like the size overall. I got a few questions relating to washing. The first one was, how often did I wash my hair? I did not wash my hair often in the beginning at all. You might have seen a flake or 3 or 4. One, my hair was short. Like, I could not braid and band. That's another question that you guys asked a lot. I couldn't do it when my hair was 2.5 inches. So I mean, I banded my hair sorta. I used rubber bands and hair ties. Just tie it up in those sections. Still loose enough for me to actually wash my scalp. That was a fail almost every time. My washes were not therapeutic. I feel like I've suppressed them, but we've made it. We made it. And if God will help me through, I believe he'll help you through. You will make it. You will make it, okay? Do not be discouraged. You'll make it. In Jesus' name, I'm believing that for you. Yeah, washing my hair was kind of scary. I would not wash. I would go as long as I could without a wash. That's why you guys would see my hair being dirty, because I was scared of slippage. And when I would wash my hair, it would unravel and it would frizz up, and then groups of it would become undone because nothing is locked yet, and my hair is curly, and it wasn't working. It wasn't working for me by myself. I may have needed, looking back, someone else to wash my hair, someone who's diligent and, you know, can handle such a tedious process, but I did not do that. But guess what? We made it by the grace of God. Did I braid or band? No, I did not. My hair was too short. I hope that this stuff is helpful for anyone who has short hair and you're looking to start your locks at home. I hope that this gives you some sort of like insight of what it's like. It was not easy breezy cover girl. It was difficult for me in my curl pattern and my capacity, but God's grace, for reals. For reals, for reals, for reals, for real. Actually, you guys were like, dang, you got a lot of patience to be able to do that. From my dad. I got it from my Father in heaven, who gifted it to me. Thank you, Jesus. The next section is slippage. Kind of all goes hand in hand, y'all. It goes all hand in hand. You guys are asking me if I had a lot of slippage and what I did to handle it. This also wrecked my brain for a few months there. When I first started, those first few months were really hard, and I had the most slippage. Obviously, it's inevitable, partially in the beginning, especially depending on, you're trying to figure out how often you should retie. You're trying to figure out how often you should wash. How much touching is too much touching, how much styling is too much styling. You're just trying to see. It's a lot of trial and error, I feel like, in the beginning, especially if you're doing it on your own and you have limited knowledge. But there's so much information out there that I believe is wise to soak up as much as you can and then go for it. But even with that, you gotta see it for yourself, because what may happen for someone else may not for you. In the relation of hair and micro locks, most of it came from washing my hair, which is why I didn't want to wash my hair as much. It had to be done, or it would have been crazy than what it was. There was even a point in time where I was so over trying to band my hair without braiding. I just washed it. Roots of my hair at a time came undone, unraveled, and I had to start over. Like 3 months in, and I had to start over on sections of my hair. And that was a little discouraging, but also I was like, okay, my hair needs to be clean. It hasn't been properly cleaned in 3 months. So I'm gonna do this. And it's gonna get done. And it did. Most of the slippage was natural, but some of it was self-inflicted from, I'm not gonna say, from a type of neglect and ill treatment that I did during my washing when I was frustrated with my hair. So that's my story. That's what I went through. Also asked me where was most of my slippage. I had most of my slippage around the front, like my edges, around my ears, probably because I wear glasses, around my nape. And then a lot of it, I've had to restart sections. The crown of my head, I had a lot of slippage for whatever reason. I can't really fathom why it would be so much in that area opposed to like the back of my head where I sleep, you know? So that kind of baffled me, but we're here now. And another question, how to prevent slippage. I advise not to touch your hair too much. Also, don't douse it in water. Some curl patterns can take excess water to some. Other looser curl patterns cannot. Me, I cannot. There's just no need unless your hair is like uber dry, but drenching your hair and touching it, like I feel like it's like a pretty tough combo, and it kind of equals out to some slippage in my experience. All right, moving on to maintenance. You guys asked me how often did I retie my hair. I know you guys are also asking me about now and current, and Lord willing, I can give you guys some sort of update about that as well. But this video is specifically geared towards short micro lock installation. Cool. So how often did I retie? After installing my hair, I couldn't interlock. All I could do was section my hair off, braid it. It was too short for me to comfortably interlock it. I definitely tried to use the typical interlocking tool, closed loop, but my hair was too short for this. My hair was definitely shorter than the actual tool at the time, and so every time I tried to loop it back through the root, my hair would fall out because it was too short. So yeah, it would fall out of the loop. That makes sense. Probably a week later, that's when I interlocked my hair for the first time, and I was forced to use a crochet hook. Not this one, it's way too big. Hook is way too big, but I use like the typical purple yellow crochet hook. I don't have it with me because I do not use them and I do not like them. I use this on my husband because he has larger size traditional locks, but he gets some interlock. So yes, I had to let some time pass, and then I used a crochet hook and I went back through and interlocked. And then 2 weeks after that, I did it again because my hair had grown some, and I just wanted to ensure that my short hair was not going to unravel. So I did it pretty quickly after the first one, but after that I started going a month, you know, every 4 weeks or so. And now I go way too long in between reties, so yeah. You guys asked me what rotation did I use, and at that time it made sense for me to do a 4-point because my hair is a looser curl, 3B, 3C, somewhere around there. Since I have short hair and my hair is curly, I needed to use something that was secure, but that was hard having such short hair. I couldn't really bring it through that many times unless I let it a lot of time pass for my hair to grow. But I felt like the more time that passed, the more at risk my hair was of unraveling. Once my hair got a little bit more secure and I was able to let it grow out and go a full 4 weeks, then I was able to do the 4-point turn, and then that's what I stuck with for a while. What was my process for my retie days? It took me a lot. It took me a lot of time, days at a time. I remember sectioning my hair in clips or tying it off and just taking it a section at a time. For the last point, we were going to talk about styling. You guys asked me a lot of how I style my hair. I did my best to document it, even though I wasn't getting long form sit down content like this or whatever. I still did my best to document it some kind of way with this being in mind so I could show you. So I'm going to just show you the styles that I've done. Look at my hands. Like, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing it because it's working. I'm just gonna insert some photos and videos of the ways that I've styled my hair for like the first 8 months or so, while my hair was considered like short. I started it with a goal and a view in mind that I have to start today if in 2 years I want my hair to be long enough for me to pull it up into a bun. We're not at the bun part yet, but it's long enough for me to pull it up. And I was nervous. I was not ready to wear it out, so I didn't. I wore wigs and I wore hats with the wigs, and I put like braids on top, and the braids were a fail. They were falling out at work. It was crazy. That's never happened to me. I was not ready to wear it out. So if that's you, I get it. No shame, no shade. Do what you gotta do. Just don't do too much of it at one time. Like, if you're gonna wear a wig over your new locks, wear it for a week and take it off and have a break, maybe put it back on. That's my recommendation. I don't think you should overdo the protective styles. And because that may seem like not long enough, like if you're paying for a service for a wig or for braids, it may not be as feasible as you think. In between me wearing wigs or braids or whatever, or simply after that whole season of me doing that, which was probably, it was off and on for the first 4 months until it got hot. I started my locks in the winter time, so that's a good time to do it if you know you want to cover your hair. But anyway, when I was more ready and I got a little bit more length on my hair, I started buying clips and headbands. I got like 7 different headbands and a few packs of different hair clips, and I used those to kind of jazz up my hair a little bit. That was really it. Bobby pins to pin my hair to the side. There are some things that you can do. You just have to tread lightly on how long you leave in protective styles, how tight you do them, how heavy it is. I think that's very important. That's all I got, and my battery's about to die, so I'm about to go. So overall, here are the 3 takeaways if you choose to start your micro locks at home on short hair like I did. Point number 1 being, do a size that you can maintain and commit to. This will keep you from like spazzing out during your reties and growing overwhelmed. I started combining my locks. I will show you. You may become like naturally a little overwhelmed, or I don't know, from doing your hair by yourself and the whole process of like trying to see behind you. Like, it's a difficult thing, but you don't want to add more by doing them too small. And so like really consider the size if you plan to maintain yourself. All right, so where was I? My camera died. The second takeaway is, do not overwash your hair. I think the combination of water and touching too often can really lead to lots of slippage. So we just want to limit that the best we can. So just wash your hair when you need to, you know what I mean? If you're like a heavy sweater and super active outside and something else, just wash when you need to. I recommend in the beginning until your hair gets a little bit more firm within itself. I think I'm a little bit closer. Oh my gosh. The last takeaway I have is to give yourself grace and to take your time. I know when we have life, kids, work, all the things, take your time. If you don't finish in time and you have to run to the grocery store, y'all saw I put on a scarf or something. I don't forget what I put on, but I put something over my head. Just take your time, it'll get done. You want it to be done well, you know what I mean? You don't wanna rush through it. You'll see it later on, and you don't want to feel like you wasted your time and all the other things. You just want to take your time. So just be slow with yourself. And also, if there's like a learning curve with the three-way mirror and stuff like that, just breathe. Just breathe and take your time. You will figure it out. You will get better at it. You'll get faster at it the more you do it, and it'll get easier. It will get easier. It will get easier. It will get easier. And for those who trust in the Lord, His grace is sufficient for you. Keep that on your frontal lobe, because that is what is true. That wraps up this video. I'm getting a little tired, and it's coming out as tongue-tied. Okay? Yep. I hope that it was very informative and helpful and insightful for those of you who are looking to start your journeys by yourself, or maybe with a stylist, and you just are like, just in case. I don't know, because life. I just want to thank everybody once again for being so cool and awesome and sticking with me. I sincerely, wholeheartedly, from the bottom of my heart appreciate. I appreciate the comments and the encouragement. This is just really, it's just really cool to me. So I appreciate you guys. And for those of you who have started your journeys, who have, what? That's so crazy to me. Like, tell me more. Tell me how it's going. So yes, big thanks to you guys. You guys rock. All done. Finito. Wrapped. And I will see you all in the next one. And I hope you have a great day, or night, or evening, and life. And remember, the Lord is near. He is near. He's so near.